There's a moment in life where you look around and realize you're not as sharp, strong, or grounded as you used to be, and you might not be as far along as you'd hoped. I've had that moment, and maybe you have too. I'm a new dad, a little out of shape, nearing 40, feel tired, pulled in too many directions. But I also know this, I've still got plenty left in the tank, and I can make the next few decades my best. This channel is called Middmentum. It's about rebuilding, making progress in the middle of life, in the middle of disruption, with consistency, clarity, and momentum. Here's the uncomfortable truth. AI is changing the job market fast. Some people think it's a bubble, and maybe some parts are. But even if that bubble pops, AI and what it can do isn't going away. AI is here to stay, and it's only going to get better. That means a lot of work is going to change. Some roles will shrink, some will evolve, and new ones will appear. But you have to be ready for those opportunities. So people are going to have to learn to pivot, learn new skills, reinvent themselves. But the real problem is this. Most people aren't in a place, physically or mentally, to make that pivot. They're burnt out of shape, unsure of who they are without their job title. So this channel is about looking reality in the face and building systems that help you adapt, and even using change to your advantage. Because no matter what field you're in, if you're healthy, if you have a clear mindset, and you carry yourself with confidence, you're harder to replace, easier to reskill, and more resilient under pressure. Now you can use AI to write a brilliant email, but if your virtual polish doesn't match how you show up in person, people will feel that mismatch immediately. This isn't a channel about trying to be perfect, it's about becoming aligned inside and out. Fit enough to move how you want, grounded enough to think clearly under pressure, and sharp enough to respect the person in the mirror. That's why the core philosophies of this channel are simple but powerful. Progress before perfection, consistency before intensity, and journey before destination. I chose those because they're exactly what I've struggled with and still struggle with. I tend to overthink. I burn out chasing perfection, and I go all in one thing and let everything else slide. I sprinted without a system, and I've paid the price. So this time, I'm doing things differently, and I'm inviting you to do the same. I'm not some guru or expert. I've let things slide, my health, my sleep, my goals, but I'm showing up now, and this time I'm bringing a camera with me. And sometimes the best person to learn from isn't the expert, it's just someone a step or two ahead, because they still remember what it feels like to start. So what I share here will be real, recent, and rooted in my lived experience. The first few videos are coming out soon. One, right here in the studio, about mindset. One in the gym, where I'm starting my body recomposition. And one in the kitchen, going over the basics that I think will actually move the needle. Welcome. Two. Middmentum.